Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my weekly tarot love channel. So I'm on the ocean on an island in the Philippines. It's right over here, so we may hear some noises, but hopefully it won't disturb us. I just need to let you know in advance that there's nothing that I can do about that. Okay, so I'm tuning in to your cards. This is for Sagittarius, the collective, and their other. And today I will be exploring the feelings and the intentions between you and the other in the past, the present, and the future. I will also be exploring the unifying energies between the two of you. Whoops! The unifying energies between the two of you, as well as the best way to proceed forward. Alright, so just keep shuffling, just bear with me. Sagittarius and their other. Alright, so I will just pick the cards. So I can see that there is love in the present moment, in the feelings between the two of you. And I can see that both of you were very much for the relationship in your feelings between each other. But I can see your partner was holding back a little bit. So even though they wanted the relationship and there was a strong passion between the two of you, I can see that in your feelings there's an element of managing the connection in the past. Perhaps there were elements that were challenging that you needed to manage in your feelings with regards to the connection. I can see in the present moment that you're not entirely feeling grounded within the connection. Even though your partner is, they're feeling very grounded and sensual and connected, and possibly, you know, projects that you've been working on, you may be struggling with this financially, and so it's affecting how you feel within the relationship. Nevertheless, the feelings of love is still there. So how I normally work with this is I have the feelings on the one side and the intentions on the other side, or the actions. And I can see here that while the feelings are good, the intentions, something else is happening. So there's mistrust here. I've got the Seven of Swords coming up, and I can see that possibly your partner is going through more of an independent place. They're not fully seeing what's here in the relationship. They're not fully present with the relationship. And it's creating mistrust between the two of you, because I can see that you're wanting to work with this person to build the relationship. I can see that you were very content in the relationship in the past, whereas they were the King of Swords, so possibly an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Yeah. So there was some kind of conflict that you were moving away from in the past, which I can see was a challenge for your partner. Nevertheless, they still felt their heart invested in the relationship. And I can see that now in the present moment, that connection is still there. In the future, and let's look at the unifying energies between the two of you. What are the unifying energies between Sagittarius and the other? So there's definitely a sweetness between the two of you, and you're both working hard towards the connection. And there is a passion between the two of you. I have the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of fire and passion between the two of you. And yet the theme of the reading is the Five of Pentacles, and this talks about either financial struggle or just really going through a period of struggle, and possibly even feeling like a victim to your circumstances. And this is the theme that's coming up. So yeah, I can see you both invested in it, perhaps you more than your partner. Possibly they're more in an independent place financially than what you are, and so it's creating stress for you. Perhaps they're taking you for granted a little bit. So the three cards that are coming up is the transformation card, the outsider, and the isolation. Okay, and this is in the Osho Tarot deck, and it's talking about well, basically this relationship is undergoing some kind of transformation right now, especially you, Sagittarius. And perhaps there is a feeling for you around not fully belonging, possibly to the relationship, possibly to life or your reality. And it's talking about the need to express the emotions around that, the sadness around that, the sadness of not feeling a belonging, because the isolation card has come up. So let's get three cards in the Lenormand deck to see what else comes up. Garden, which is to do with the social environment, child. Okay, so yeah, there's some kind of new stability that's coming. Okay, and it's talking about garden, child, anchor. So it's new stability, new grounding within a public context. So possibly, I don't know, you may be joining a community, or you have a new network of people that you're drawing inspiration and stability from. But it's talking about this new turn. I've got the Rider card over here, so there's communication about it, there's movement happening with it at the moment. I also just want to mention I have the transformation card and I've got the Thunderbolt card coming up. So it is showing me that you are going through quite an intense time at the moment, a period of transformation. It may be good intense. Sometimes, you know, these intense moments can be good as well in terms of how it feels, like lots of energy and creativity and spontaneity. But I sense not, especially because we've got the Five of Pentacles, which is a card of struggle, and we've got the isolation card and the outsider. So in the future, what I'm seeing is, you know, in the intentions between the two of you, you both showing each other what the other wants to see. You feeding each other's hopes and dreams. They are taking control of the connection. The Emperor card is coming up for them. But you're more in a place of discernment, and you're wanting to move emotionally. You're moving away, or there's some kind of struggle that's going on between the two of you emotionally, because the Moon card is coming up for them. So your partner finds you to be very confusing, and they can't read you, and they don't know. You don't feel clear to them. They don't feel clear in their feelings towards you. And for you experiencing some kind of loss through them. And so what it's happened is it's created a shutdown between the two of you. Now this is on the emotional level. So often this can be happening on the inside of us without us actually showing it. Because what I'm seeing on the outside, however, is, you know, both of you kind of rooting for the relationship, but there's a lot of control in it, and possibly things are not flowing as smoothly. So let's just take a look and see where this connection is evolving towards. Preceding the Four of Pentacles, where is it heading to? Three cards. Retreat, completion, stalemate. Okay, so that is not looking so good. Retreat, pulling back, completion, the World card, which talks about something ending, and stalemate. So it could refer to emotional indecision, or actually reaching a place where you cannot go further. So I almost feel like as a result of what has happened here, you pull back in order to allow this something to complete, to come to an end. Let's pick 3 more cards to give more information. There's a lot of anxiety. The Devil card is coming up, and it's to do with sexuality. So I'm just going to, it's talking about justice being served. So someone has possibly cheated on the other. Maybe cheated is a strong word. Maybe there was an agreement, but sorry, mosquito, which there was an agreement, but it backfired. So let's see more about what this is about. Let's see if a card comes up, Sagittarius and their other. Okay. Sometimes these cards are bang on, and other times they're a no-no. Okay. It's talking about a mutual reconciliation. So let's see, what is the best way for Sagittarius to proceed forward? Because this could be talking about a cycle coming to an end. What is the best way for Sagittarius to proceed forward? 3 cards. Okay, so I've got the 2 of Cups, I've got the High Priestess, and yeah, it's talking about intuitively realizing that the relationship is a struggle. Okay, the struggle is because of the possibly too much conformity. Sorry, it's a mosquito. They keep coming. They just keep eating me. It's the realization that the relationship is it's a struggle, but it's needing some kind of stability. So let's get another card. New creative beginnings by walking away, finding the inner strength to put down the burden. It looks like the stability and the structure of the relationship has it's kind of crumbled a little bit, and it's left both of you feeling very emotional. It's affected the love of the relationship, and so you're realizing that there's some kind of new intervention that is needed in order to walk away and put down the burden. And this very much requires going inwards and looking at your own demons around the relationship, because we've got the Strength card coming up. So it's about taming the lion within you. And for me, this also talks about some kind of how it is that you potentially may be contributing towards sabotaging the relationship. I have got the Death card coming up, and I've got the 8 of Swords. So it's talking about being trapped in this connection, in this situation. And so my suggestion is to take time out, and inevitably what needs to happen will, but I'm not sensing it's great. It looks like the relationship is going to come to an end. So I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I hope this shed light on the situation, and I wish you all the best. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that, please like and subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.